Hey guys, what's going on? I'm gonna go for a little ride into normal neighborhoods that we don't normally see in other travels. Laying out in the sun, it's probably a good idea. MRIs are always fun sitting in an enclosed. I've done one closed MRI and I didn't really care. I actually fell asleep, and the second time I had to do it, I actually ended up having to do an open MRI. Hey Marcus, I'm actually gonna wait until I drive away from the sun to get the glare out, else you can tell the sun's at a bad angle. No rain today. See money. What's going on, Adam? It's always good to see Sorry, I got a number from what appeared to be an official, like an official 850 area code. Usually that's like the state of the state of Florida calling. So, all right, they're not in glare anymore. Playing phone tag with my dad all day. No one wants to answer their phones all day long, but now it's okay. Here. Actually, a lot more palms to see just driving these few miles. Look, it's two yellow Camaros. Yeah, I got back-to-back calls. I'll probably get another one. Yeah. There's a lot of yellow Camaros. There's one in front of me, one behind me, one's passing by another street. Yeah, I saw that, Chris. Sorry, because of the glare, I'm just gonna. You guys don't want to stare into the sun, just like I don't, but. Yeah, the nursery is definitely getting up there. I just think if you're gonna get a Camaro, you should probably get the whole point of the car is for it to be like sporty and fast. I know the 6 cylinders are actually decent, but like the Mustang's a muscle car, and they offer that Turbo 4. Wow. GD, I have been to Caribbean Palms, or Caribbean Palms. Anyway, it's called Caribbean. Um, I've known Mike for about 15 years, the owner. He's a genuine collector. And he's gone into habitat in Cuba multiple times to collect seed back before it was popular, back when it was really dangerous to go there. He actually told me a story around 2000. Around 2000 he went there and he got followed by an American from Havana to some town I had never heard of before. And he was like, "That's not a coincidence. I'm definitely being followed." So, I'm gonna switch it back when we might make this light. Let's see what happens. Oh, barely. All right, let me switch it back. Hey. Yeah, it's getting fairly bad here. Yeah, I mean, administering a vaccine to over 300 million people is just, even if it started now, it wouldn't even be done by the end of the. I mean, it might be done by the end of the year. It's gonna take months. Hey, Chris, what's going on, man? Oh, hey, Jeremy. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I won't see every message. I'll see like 3/4 of them. So if I miss, you guys are getting rain. Yeah, I haven't had rain here since yesterday afternoon or morning. I can't remember. I don't think we'll just have rain tomorrow. I heart Publix. That's a really weird. They have a Detweiler's Farmers Market sticker, which is very local to Venice. That's odd. And they heart Publix. I've seen those stickers a few times, but they're kind of rare. I didn't know you had to profess your love for Publix on your bumper sticker, but hey. This is probably the palmiest road. It's the least commercial road on like going into the South Cape. They're those big pseudo Phoenix fat boys. What state has the most palms? I mean, actual volume of palms is probably Florida, but diversity and stuff like that is probably Hawaii. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, diversity, Hawaii has that because they can grow more palms than we can. They grow almost everything, except for a lot of things that we can grow here that they can't. Corifa is not a fast grower at first. I have one in my front yard that really hasn't gotten any bigger, but I think it's because it's in too much sun. It's a slow grower. I'd say it's like a 3.5 out of 10. Yeah, there are dry areas of the island and wet areas, and there's elevation, so you can grow almost anything on the Big Island. They also have that. I have a friend who has 2 separate properties in Maui. I'm sorry, Kauai. That's nice, Marcus. Have you thought of like a general location for that? Let's see here. Let's see if I can find some for you guys. I tend to look out for. What street are we at? 35th Street. The further south you go in Cape Coral, the more diverse the species are going to be. Because it's the older neighborhoods. Is Chicago like fully open now, or is it still? Yeah, Nokomis is really one of the Nokomis and Laurel Osprey area. I think would be ideal for like a garden slash investment property. You're not going to pay as much. It's not any less. It's just a little bit longer commute to like Venice or Sarasota. I've looked into properties in Venice. It's just prices are still too high now. I'd wait at least like a 6 to 12 months. 60% open. Well, it's pretty open here. Jesus, Pahokee. Yeah, Jeremy, you've been through Pahokee, I'm guessing? In Canal Point? Yeah, I don't blame them, especially if they're at risk. I've had to disengage from like a lot of social media because of just, like, for example, I belong to this dining review Facebook, or I just unsubscribed to it because every time someone asks if, like, is this restaurant, are their employees wearing masks, it's not mandatory. It's CDC, the Cadillac is for sale. Oh, you have, okay. So you know how brutal that place is. But the yeah, Belle Glade is probably is up there with the worst towns. I mean, you ever driven by that old hospital there? That place looks like it's haunted. As a plane out front, Everglades Hospital. There's a lot of cases there too. There's like 870, which is a lot for an area like that. And the zip code. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so I had to disengage a lot of, because every time someone, like a 70-year-old, couple would ask, hey, we wanted to go to the so-and-so place. We don't know if they're wearing masks. And then the first post is someone, usually a Karen, saying, stay home. And that's about the worst thing you can do, because one, you're just being ignorant, and two, you're telling people who probably are the boosters of the economy that to just not spend their money. And they respond with, we probably won't go to so and so place again if that's how they're gonna act. A lot of them are people who work at these places. So I don't know if it's like that up in other counties, but it's like that. That's in Sarasota County. Well, Charlotte County actually. So we're here in the South Cape now. Oh, no bird. Oh, there we go. Wanted to turn left, but decided to go straight. No Wawa. I've not been inside a Wawa in 3 months. Maybe longer than that. This is what they call downtown Cape. What is that? That's a dental? I don't know. During the summer, the coolest place to be? It's probably going to be a coastal area in the middle of the state. Like a place like Cedar Key. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's a small town right in the armpit of Florida, along where the peninsula turns into the Panhandle. They shut down. Yeah, and I think that there's a good middle ground, just that people either just don't want to accept the fact that they have to do any of that, so. But turning it into a political issue is just a terrible thing to do. If I can't get, I don't know if that's straight or not, but it looks straight. Yeah, I usually enjoy the high humidity from indoors. Around now is when I'll go out. It's 91 right now, according to my thermometer. There's 87 when I left the house, so it's probably somewhere in between those two temperatures. I just, like everything else, you know, there's just a sharp divide in the country that's just, you know, rotting it from the inside out. The only thing that sucks in this part of town is I can't go fast. No, Ashley's driving home from Tampa, and she's going to, she's making pork chops and rice. Ooh, yeah. Tasty treat. I forget, that place is called Ice Screamin'. It's actually a pretty good place to get ice cream. People a little crowded, but at least you're outside. Oh, I know. We're gonna go real quick. Come on, come on. I had to get back over. So Ashley's sister is a nurse, and she sometimes just doesn't have the ability to. She has a 2-year-old. She doesn't have the ability to. They have difficulties with daycare, and she lives north of Orlando, and so they meet halfway to pick up her daughter, and then she'll stay down here for a week or so. She's engaged. It's complicated, but she's dropping off her niece with her sister. Belacca streptostachys. That's definitely an obscure palm. All the Belacca species really don't get much. I haven't done one on Belacca. Belacca, Dromophilus, Tychosperma are all very closely related. Adnidia and Veitchia too, but those Belaccas are usually the smallest of all of them. Yeah. Ice cream is COVID proof. You know, they say that it doesn't really contract very well through, what's it called? Through food, you know, in the food itself, but even the packaging. But I don't know. I don't decide to take the chance. So this road, 47th Terrace, is kind of where all the bars are. I'm just curious how dry I'm gonna swallow my lozenge here. Hold on, let me spit it out so I can talk. I hope that went outside the car. But yeah, here, like where a lot of the bars are. Yeah, it's difficult. Oh, that bar is not too packed. That is, I forget the name of that place. I don't know if you guys can see that, but Cork Soakers. I've actually never, I don't remember. I've only been to the bars down here once, and it was kind of pathetic compared to other places I've been. Most people that come down here in the summer to go to the bars are like parrot head types. They're like, you know, 45 to 65, listen to nothing but Jimmy Buffett and want to eat, you know, crab cakes and drink land shark. It's kind of boring after a while. Here's another place. Backstreets is it used to be a big nightclub. Now that place is like fully packed. Outside, at least. I don't know, man. I think Florida's going to be a big issue in starting September, October. If you come in next month, it's okay, but that place isn't very busy. There's a lot of newer bars. There's Dixie Roadhouse, which is probably the most popular. Oh, this isn't even a stop. I don't see that. That's how much I know about this place. I don't even know where the stops are and stuff. So there's Duval Street, which is just a take on Key West. Oh, here we go. Here's some Pseudo Phoenix. That place is fairly full. They got a lot of Pseudo Phoenix there on the right, if you can see it. There's more of it. I didn't notice. They planted a lot of it here. Good for them. And the place doesn't look too busy. I mean, it's what, Tuesday afternoon? Gulf Access Homes. All right, I gotta find a way to get through to back to the. See, it's kind of cool. We're going at a lower speed. Alright, I'm going to take you guys down to the oldest part of town. Then I'm going to head back to the house. There's more Studio Phoenix on the right. So we're right in like the southeasternmost corner of the Cape, right near Del Prado and Cape Coral Parkway. It's only one lane that goes south. I mean, this is a 4-lane road that turns into basically like, I don't know if it's 1 or 2 lanes, but I thought that was a BMW. All right, let me see here. Yeah, there's a couple, and the beaches there aren't very nice on the West Coast. On the East Coast, they're good, but this is a Florida thing, and maybe people here in Florida understand, but I just don't know how you can drive around the summertime here with your windows not tinted. I even tinted the windows in my Avalon in the middle of the winter because it's just, the sun is pretty brutal. Oh yeah, the Wells Fargo is right here. Think about that Wells Fargo. Oh, so it's on the West Coast. Yeah, that sounds like Weeki Wachee, or it could be like Honeymoon Island. It's hard to say. But if I took a left here, I would have no choice but to go to Fort Myers. Well, actually, there's one more turn, but oh. No, they don't really grow that well here. They like higher elevation. I just don't know how you ride a bagger like that bike in sandals, like super thin sandals. You know, to stop that bike, you need some tread in your shoes. Yeah, Kings are very underrated. So this is the oldest neighborhood in Cape Coral. I'm just gonna kind of drive around it and see where it takes us. They're gonna find nicer homes here. Sometimes you're not gonna find. I mean, there's some shadier areas off the water, but kind of near where I am now. If you go like to the right here. Yeah, asterogeny doesn't do that well here in Florida, outside of a greenhouse. So you can grow it in a greenhouse just fine. But to me, this kind of looks like a cheap version of like Coral Gables. Like they wouldn't put up this like cheap barrier that would be like made of something nicer. Alright, I don't know my way around here that well, so I'm trying to figure out. I think that like I can't remember. I think I might have needed to take a left earlier. Let's find out. This El Dorado Parkway. So think that I want to take a left here. I don't know if this is left. Yeah, Mexicanum does well. Astrocariums do well. Asterogenes don't do well. So yeah, this is all going to be nice houses with, I mean, nothing too rare that I know of, but you know, you see that's a 3-car garage. It's probably a 5,000 square foot house. This is probably got to be annoying you guys as much as it's annoying me. Yeah, I had a Mexicanum that was seeding in my yard in Venice. One of the first palms I planted to really try it out. It handled the cold pretty well in 2010. Oh, this is a U-turn. Wow, that's a big pandanus. Yeah. Oh, no, this isn't. Yeah, it is. So this is like right here in the river, basically. Cool older house in the river. Is that pandanus there? Yeah, Calyptronoma. Calyptronoma is nice. It just that they require a lot of water, and some of them are slower growing. But Calyptronoma rivalis is definitely a good species to acquire. All right, that's Nautilus. I don't know if I can go this way or not because there's a lot of canals around here. So like there's, I think you can. It's getting kind of chilly up here. Yep, this is a dead end. Well, let me make sure. There we go. Do I get bored of palms? It depends. Sometimes I will if I'm driving through a neighborhood and I see nothing but one species and nothing, and one that's not obviously very interesting. That's for sale. It's probably like $1,000,001. Wait, break this down a little bit. Sorry, I gotta kind of. I guess that's fine. Yeah, it was Casey Key that we went. Yeah, I think that Calyptronoma it's just gonna need a lot of water. At least rivalis would. Yeah, I'm coming through. You're gonna have to move your fat ass. It's pretty cool. Those garages that can handle an RV or a bus or a big boat. A 6-gallon Pindo? I've never heard of a 6-gallon pot in my life, but it's possible. I guess that would be like a 25-liter pot. There's a lot of mangoes in that tree. Alright, let's see if we can. You know what? I don't think I can cut through there. I'm gonna back up. Yeah, 5 gallons are more common. They're not like. They're much more in the trade. I mean, sometimes when I'm discussing plants with someone who uses liters, I just, I'll just convert. 5 gallons is going to be approximately like 17 liters. So I guess like a 20-liter pot is kind of like a 6-gallon, if there is such a pot. I don't actually grow avocados myself. I have a lot of friends that do. The problem is the avocados that you can grow here are not the best tasting ones. The best ones are Hass avocados, which grow in California, and they may grow in Texas. There were no Waffle Houses in Cape Coral, and they built like 2 of them like 3 years ago at the same time. That one and one further up the road here. Oh, it's starting to get weird, isn't it? Is it or not? Is it starting to get like sort of like glitchy? Yeah, Liquid Granus is weird. The ones I saw that died in the 2010 freeze were actually ones that were trying to open a leaf at the time. So if they just had a spear coming up, then it was okay. But if they had a leaf, it was very tender and it seemed to rot very hazy picture. Is it not good? We're going to Myrtle Beach this weekend. We'll enjoy it. There's definitely some cool palms there. That's where it's kind of like the first town along the East Coast where you see a diversity in palms, like a real diversity. Hey, Zach. Is the picture still messed up? Is the video kind of like grainy? I don't know why it does this to me. I might have to end it because I have to make another phone call. But I don't know a whole lot of other palms to show you guys. It is. All right, let me see. I'm going to try something, okay? I'll be right back. Is that any better? Doesn't look any better, damn it. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go. We can talk at a later time. Maybe I'll try coming live a little bit later on tonight and see what happens. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.